It's often called the worst treatment scandal in the history of the NHS and has already claimed thousands of lives. Now victims of the contaminated blood scandal infected by the health service with HIV and hepatitis say they're once again being overlooked by the government as they continue to fight for a financial settlement. They need money to help pay for treatment and were hoping this week's spending review might finally move them a step closer to an agreement. He's been waiting decades for an answer, and this week Joseph Peaty and thousands others, also infected with so-called tainted blood, were hoping it would come in this week's spending review. But those answers never materialised. He's one of an estimated 4,670 haemophiliacs who were given transfusions of blood in the 70s and 80s, which were contaminated with a range of viruses. For most of his life, he's had to deal with the effects of HIV and hepatitis.
I require carers on a daily basis to come in and help me. I have a cocktail of drugs that I have to take, and we have to make sure that you take them at the right time. And this is what helps to maintain that stability of health that's been achieved.
Thousands of others have died waiting for a financial settlement to help make lives more comfortable. Sarah Doricot's 47-year-old father died in April from liver cancer. He'd suffered years of complications after being infected with HIV in a botched NHS blood transfusion.
We were expecting just some indication that there was some justice and a settlement, and so that the people could live debt-free. Nothing was said. There was no announcement. There was nothing said at all.
It now falls to the Department of Health to develop a new funding package for victims. In a statement, they said, reforming the current payment schemes remains a priority. We are absolutely determined to get this right and will finalise proposals after a full public consultation.
There are words in Parliament that say they're determined to sort this out, that they are going to deal with this fairly, that they want to get it right. And yet we go on and on. We've been talking to the government since they were in coalition the first year, so 6 years now.
For those living with the effects of those mistakes decades ago, the wait and the fight continues, with answers and a settlement now both decades overdue.